February 9th, 1964 is just a random day to younger folks, but if you were around back then, you definitely remember exactly where you were. That was the night the Beatles made their U.S. debut on The Ed Sullivan Show.
Playing massive hits like All My Loving, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand, the boys caused such pandemonium that even Ed Sullivan declared them bigger than Elvis. The crowd went absolutely wild, and it was obvious that this was way more than just a typical TV performance.
Beyond their catchy, forward-thinking tunes, they had a huge visual impact. Dressed in sharp suits and sporting those famous collar-length haircuts, they inspired a whole generation. It seemed like everyone wanted to pick up an instrument and start a group, whether it was for the excitement, to try something new, irritate their parents, attract girls, or just play great music. Three of us decided to do exactly that and started a band of our own. Hello, I'm Nic Baker, aka Stump.
Hi, I'm Don Potter, but my family and my closest friends knew me by my nickname, Codge.
And I'm Jim Potter, also called Chick.
And we were the MB3. Welcome to Baker's Dozen.
Secluded in Nick's cozy basement, we wrestled guitars into submission and crafted primal rhythms on makeshift drums.
We obsessively analyzed the electrified, swaggering sounds of the British invasion, embracing the raw energy of the Kinks, the gritty blues rock of the Rolling Stones, the driving groove of the Animals, and the melodic brilliance of the Beatles. And as those iconic riffs infused us, our confidence grew, transforming us from imitators into creators.
This electric inspiration culminated in Help Me Understand, a reflective original written by Codge in early September 1964.
The truth is, I never set out to write this song, or any of the songs I had a part in. It all happened quite by accident. A few months after I got my first guitar, I was practicing moving rapidly from one chord to the next on an eighth-note beat, and trying to understand how so many of the chords I was trying to learn were in such close proximity to each other.
It's a simple progression, but still a very nice, pensive melody.
While practicing playing chords in rapid succession, I started to repeat this phrase, "Help me understand. Come on, help me understand."
So as Don and Nick played acoustic six-string guitars, I played a rhythm on a wood block, similar to Ringo's Clawfies, inspired from And I Love Her.
Now, the songs that you'll hear in this documentary are our survivors, the ones that made it through the creative process and best represent the emotions of our adolescence and the influences of our music heroes.
Help me in these days of sorrow. Help me if you can. Make me want to see tomorrow. Help me understand. Oh yeah. Help me understand. To see her walk out and desert me was more than I could stand. How could someone that sweet hurt me? Help me understand. Oh yeah. Help me understand. I've cried too long and been unhappy because of what she'd done. But now I'm someone who'll make me happy. Now the change has come. Oh yeah. Now the change has come. change has come, oh yeah. Now the change has come. So hold me close and say you love me. Say your words are true. Block out all my memories of her. Make me dream of you, oh yeah. Make me dream of you. Help me understand, oh yeah. Help me understand.
That was Help Me Understand by the NB3. Our next song is My Love for You Is Gone.
This song was another early one and indicated what was going to come.
This was Kodge's rendition of imitating Rick Nelson and is one of our better tunes. Personally, it reminds me more of Peter and Gordon's World Without Love.
I was trying to figure out the chords to a Ricky Nelson song, Poor Little Fool. I kept playing the chords and experimenting with different variations. I was fooling around with a melody within the chords when a counter melody came to me, which became the first verse of that song. After that, I was just following where inspiration led me.
One general thought is that a lot of our lyrics were very basic, but everyone else's were. I mean, the Beatles' lyrics at the time were not profound. Love me do? So we were in many ways a product of our times.
When Jim and I first recorded these songs years later, we made two decisions that I think really added to the song's appeal. First, because the song lacked a bridge to break up the verses and the refrain, we decided to add an instrumental between the second and the final verses.
I also suggested taking 2 bars from the guitar introduction and repeating it as a hook throughout the song.
I'll say goodbye and go my way. I can't see reason to delay it any longer. There was a time when I loved you. Do anything you want me to, but now I'm stronger. My love for you is gone. I can't keep holding on anymore. They told me from the very start that you would only break my heart with your lies. But foolish hearts can only feel. They can't tell make believe from real. It's so unwise. My love for you is gone. I can't keep holding on anymore. My love is gone. I can't hold on. For you, love's just another game. Win, lose, or draw, it's all the same. Don't make amends. Just say goodbye and walk away. There's really nothing more to say. This is the end. My love for you is gone. I can't keep holding on anymore.
That was My Love for You Is Gone by the NB3.
What's next?
When I Met You.
Both Jim and Nick really liked the energy of this latest song. It was about this time that we thought, these songs aren't bad based upon what we're hearing on the radio. Maybe we should have a concert for the neighborhood kids to see if they liked them as much as we did.
When I Met You, I believe, and I think all of us would agree, is our signature song. That if we were to play one song, that would be it.
Yeah, it reminds me of a cross between the Beatles and the Beach Boys. We played this live in Nick's basement in front of 20 neighborhood friends, and no one got up and left.
On our recording, Kaj's 12-string really adds a lot. Speaking of the 12-string, it was a great instrument when it stayed in tune.
Jim and I harmonized well because his voice hadn't changed yet. But more than that, he could not only pick out a harmony easily, he could also come up with a dynamite harmony on the fly, which we used in many of the songs that we wrote. We might not have had the best voices. We certainly were not the best musicians. And we had little means to acquire the instruments that we needed to take us further as a group. But we could come up with some original music that very few of our peers even attempted.
That was When I Met You by the NB3. This next song is, in my opinion, Nick's best effort, titled Goodbye, My Friend.
I remember it being summertime when Jim and I had a lot more free time and spent many hours with Nick working on our music. One early summer mid-morning, we walked into Nick's house, headed down into our basement studio, and roused him from his sleep. He told us he'd been up most of the night writing a song. Of course, we wanted to hear it. So Nick sits down, picks up his 6-string guitar, and after a few attempts to wake up his voice, he lights up a cigarette, takes a drag, puts the cigarette on the headstock of the guitar between the strings, and gives us his rendition of Goodbye, My Friend. It was a song about a summer romance that had to be put on hold because two young lovers were heading back to school in different cities. I was totally blown away by what Nic had created during his all-nighter, and I remember saying, "Nic, you should stay up all night more often. That song is really good." And it's still one of my favorites to this day. I love the story, I love the music, and I love the innocence of the lyrics that typified our feelings as young teenagers.
I think it foretold the sadness. When you two moved away from Salt Lake, I was very disappointed and, well, depressed. I was so sad to lose you.
I am sorry to leave you, 'cause I know that you care. You will say it will grieve you when you know I'm not there. I hate to break your heart, but you know we have to part. I may not see you again. If that's true, goodbye, my friend. I have known you since summer, and believe me, it's true. I am going to miss you. I've been happy with you. Leaving you will hurt me so, but our love will always grow. Our time will come again, but till then, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, goodbye. I know the days will go by fast for us. I hope it's not the end, fate's too unjust. Leaving you will hurt me so, but our love will always grow. Our time will come again, but till then, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
That was Goodbye, My Friend by the NB3. Here's a song written by Don and Nic that began with an E suspended fourth power chord.
This song was our first collaboration. Girl just kind of fell into our laps. Over the next couple of hours, we put the whole song together and added an intro that was inspired by the Beatles' I Feel Fine.
We needed a unique intro that would grab the listener's attention like the Beatles' guitar feedback.
We dragged our picks across the low E string, one moving up the string and the other moving down.
First of all, the singer is begging for kindness. Girl, don't leave. But I'm sure that in a lot of these we talk about girls. And again, we were products of our time. Males were men, females were girls. And that was reflected in our lyrics as they were in the Beatles. I mean, they have a song by that name.
Yeah, that came out about a half year later on Rubber Soul. By the way, Don sang the lead melody as I backed him with a higher harmony. I remember that harmony came to me intuitively. I think the song worked very well.
Why do you insist on hurting me? just how much your love meant to me. Oh, see, without your love, I might as well give up. Because what is a world without the good things of life? No world for me. Don't leave me, don't quit me, girl. Why can't this torment of mine cease? Oh, why can't you say the word and put my soul at ease? Because what is a world without the good things of life? No world for me. Don't leave me, don't quit me, girl.
And that was Girl by the NB3.
Our next song is She's Not Coming Back to You, a song inspired by the Beatles, You're Gonna Lose That Girl.
It's not in the first person, and I remember reading that She Loves You was unusual for the times because it wasn't about she loves me or she doesn't love me. It was about you. And I think we were kind of following that lead.
My sole memory of this song was singing it live during our early August 1965 concert in Nic's basement in front of all our friends. As Koch said, this song was inspired by You're Going to Lose That Girl by the Beatles from the film Help.
She's Not Coming Back to You seemed like the title cursed it. I picked this song up and set it down more than any other song I wrote. It wasn't until Jim and I put our imaginations together that we were finally able to put the finishing touches on this tune.
She's not coming back to you. She's not coming back to you. Well, you heard her for the last time. Now she's found someone who'll treat her kind. You should have known that her love was true. Now the only one who lost out is you, because back to you. She's not coming back to you. You didn't hear her when she asked for more. You didn't see her when she walked out the door. You should have known that her love was true. Now the only one who lost out was you, because she's not coming back to you. She's not coming back to you.
That was She's Not Coming Back to You by the NB3.
We started as a cover band playing the songs we loved by some of our favorite British bands. These included the Rolling Stones, the Animals, the Kinks, and of course, the Beatles.
One of my favorite Kinks songs was Tired of Waiting. It combined their signature guitar growl with a cool, arpeggiated lead guitar and a very simple yet effective vocal melody.
Back in the autumn of 1964, we tried to learn Slow Down, a tune by Larry Williams and covered by the Beatles. Man, it was a rocker. Unfortunately, the song demands more than our fledgling chops could muster at the time, so we had to shelve it. Until years later, we resurrected it and recorded it here for this documentary.
Kaj and Jim are amazing at covers, and playing so many faithful renditions really helped us develop our own skills by learning from these artists.
So tired, tired of waiting for you. So tired, tired of waiting for you. I was a lonely soul. I had nobody till I met you. But you keeping me waiting all the time. What can I do? It's your life, and you can do what you want. Do what you like, but please don't keep me waiting. Please don't keep me waiting, 'cause I'm so tired, tired of waiting for you, for you, for you. Well, you know that I love you, tell the world I do. Come on, pretty baby, why can't you be true? I need your loving, baby, oh so bad. The best little woman I ever had. Slow down, baby, now you're moving way too fast. You gotta give me little loving, ow, if you want our love to last.
And that was our medley of Tired of Waiting and Slow Down, performed by the NB3.
Next is I Cry Today, which was written in fits and starts.
It was a Poor Me song, which was very common in those days. Again, I think the instrumentation you two put together was very nice, particularly in the solo. I remember Kaj was telling me, Nick, stop writing about being dumped. Try to write a song about how much you love her or something.
You know, this song may have been inspired by the Kinks because it has that Kinks vibe.
The refrain, "I Cry Today," seemed very simple compared with the lyrics in the verse. I wanted to capture a storyline and vibe that was similar to A World Without Love, Please Lock Me Away. But I wasn't sure how to develop the story until early 1966, when I first heard the Statler Brothers' country crossover hit, Flowers on the Wall. The lyric, "Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo," was just the nudge I needed to describe the hopeless situation of my imaginary character. I think these are some of our better lyrics. I also like Jim's harmonies and musical arrangement, which really added to the song.
I cry today. I cry today. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I cry today. Inside this lonely room, I look out from my prison, but I see only gloom. This is no world to live in. Once there were stars above, now black is all I see. My friends are wondering what's wrong with me. Smoke from my cigarette hangs like a cloud around me. I wallow in regret as hopelessness surrounds me. I was a fool for love, now love's forsaken me. Tell everyone who calls us, let me be. I cry today. I cry today. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I cry today. I'll put the past behind me. No memories remind me. Someplace where love can find me. Let me be. I'll gladly beg or borrow. Forget all my tomorrows. To rid my heart of sorrow. Please help me. I read old magazines to keep from going crazy. I'll take a nap between when I am feeling lazy. The phone stays off the hook so no one bothers me. Tell her I'm doing fine so she won't see. I cry today. I cry today. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I cry today. I cry today. I cry today. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I cry today. I cry today. I cry today.
That was I Cry Today by the NB3.
Beatlemania brought in a new era of music, the British invasion, and longer hair. Parents could turn off or turn down radios and phonographs, but for many, the Beatles' haircut was a bridge too far. Even many of our peers looked at the longer hair on guys as the feminization of our generation.
This song was inspired by a traumatic event when I was a freshman. My hair was, for the time, kind of long, and certainly less than it used to, but hair had meaning. And some upperclassmen, for whatever reason, tackled me, held me down, and cut my hair. And I was so angry. I mean, that really is kind of rapacious. And so I came home and started to write this song. I remember Cod saying, "This might be too angry," but angry I was.
Nick was royally pissed and vented his frustration with a heated quip. Why the F can't they just leave my hair alone? So Don worked with Nick to pen this song.
Nick, rapacious? I'm not sure that's a word we can use in polite company in Southwest Virginia. And that word that Jim referred to, we might be able to let that one slip on a late Saturday night when just the men are talking. But Nick's experience was such a deep personal violation that couldn't be tolerated. Something had to be done. So we wrote this song. I don't care what people say. They can stare or walk away. You can stay where you can go. This is Leave My Hair Alone.
Leave my hair alone. Leave my hair alone. Why can't they understand? I must be who I am, and I can't give a damn, or I might show my hand. I don't care what they say. They can stare and walk away. You can stay or you can go. Just leave my hair alone. My mom's about to stroke. My barber's going broke. And it's just such a joke. It's only hair, you know. Leave it alone. Just leave my hair alone. The unkindest cut of all went down in my school hall. They jumped me in a game. They cut off all my bangs. I don't care what they say. They can stare and walk away. You can stay or you can go. Just leave my hair alone. Leave my hair alone. Leave my hair alone. You gotta leave my hair alone. Just leave my hair alone. I said leave my hair alone.
That was Leave My Hair Alone by the NB3. Next, we have a Christmas song.
Christmas Carol was inspired by the cover of an adult magazine behind the counter of our local variety store, showing the face of a pretty young lady in a Santa's hat with golden hair and perfect smile. Although I never saw the centerfold picture, I liked the idea of asking Santa for a special Christmas Carol or calendar girl. It was an idea of begging to be immortalized in a song.
Written many years later by Kodge, Jim sees it as being risque, and I don't. Jim has better taste than I do, however, so I defer.
When Kodge pitched me this tune, I gravitated to a shuffle beat similar to California Girls by the Beach Boys, and I think our vocal harmonies are reminiscent of the Beach Boys. I really like this song.
I've been wanting wait for Christmas. Santa grant my merest wishes. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas. All I want is Christmas carol dressed in Santa's hat, showing off her natural beauty. Bring her stocking. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas. No girl ever stole my heart like my Christmas carol. Golden hair and perfect smile, and with no apparel. I'll work every angle for my Christmas angel. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas. Bring me Christmas carol for a Merry Christmas.
That was Christmas Carol by the NB3. My memory of this next tune dates back to January 1966 as Don introduced So Close, So Far to Nick and me during a typical practice session. At the time, I think the song was incomplete.
Another slow one. It seems a lot of our songs were slower in contrast to When I Met You.
I had been experimenting with a descending chord pattern that captured my imagination. A melody formed in my mind, and I recalled a conversation with some of my buddies about a girl in one of the TV hair commercials. In the ad for one of the hair products, a pretty young brunette turns her head and lets her hair flash across her face. I told my buddies she flashed a girl, and they laughed. So I imagined a flirtation with a pretty girl who was way out of this guy's league, the dance between them, and his clumsy attempts to get her attention.
I'm in love with a certain girl who passes by me every morning. Now and then she'll flash me a curl, and when she does, it sends me soaring. How am I supposed to meet that girl? I'm so awkward, she's so cool. Every time I try to greet that girl, I turn into this tongue-tied fool. Girl I love. What's this crazy game we play? I step close, you step away. You see me, I look away. Love so close, so far away. So close, so far away.
And that was So Close, So Far by the NB3.
Our penultimate song is kind of melodramatic, but again, I speak poorly of the lyrics. That's looking at the perspective from almost 60 years ago. We were very much products of our time, as I've said. And the lyrics we wrote then were really reflective of the times. And not to compare ourselves to the Beatles, but their lyrics early on weren't too sophisticated either. And I love her, and the lyrics to that song and to so many, very simple.
By the time my senior year rolled around, I had the sense that life was about to change, and in a very big way. I realized that neither time nor money was on our side. We had done everything we knew how to do to acquire musical instruments, amplifiers, and sound systems we would need to be a proper band. But the cost was always beyond our reach. We even heard that the Beach Boys had rented equipment to launch their musical careers, but we couldn't even afford the rental payments. We tried to bring musicians into the band who had equipment, but they either lacked the talent or the interest to play our songs and covers. Money without talent, or talent without money, winds you up in the same place, nowhere. We all seemed to reach the same realization that too little and too late would not carry the day.
Don composed Without You after our band broke up in April 1966. When we recorded it, it was in the spirit of the Classics Four.
Each of our lives seemed to be getting busier. Nick and Jim were broadening their interests and circle of friends, just as my friends and girlfriends were being accepted to colleges hundreds of miles away. So I did what I always did when I was feeling down, or in this case, nostalgic. I picked up my guitar and I tried to lose myself in the music. Eventually I played 2 chords that became the intro to Without You, and John Lennon's In My Life was on my mind. But I found it easier to write lyrics about lovers than friends, so this song was a dedication to all my teenage memories of these young ladies. Without You was the last song I wrote as a member of NB3 and a fitting end to our collection of original works.
Without you, I wanna hide away. Without you, I just can't move on. Without you, my love, I can't go on. Without you, I can't go on. Without you, I can't go on.
That was Without You by the NB3.
We thought our songs were good, but we were forever trying to keep pace with the changing sound of our rock heroes. We peaked around the time that Rubber Soul was released.
I have mentioned before that we were a product of our times. One thing about the 60s is that songs became more complex and more sophisticated as time went on. It would have been interesting if we had been doing this a couple years later when pop music, rock music, whatever you want to call it, had become more complex and creative. I wonder if it would have had an impact on what we did.
And by the time the Sgt. Pepper's hit the airways, we realized that the lights had changed for our musical ambitions. The week Sgt. Pepper was released, Dad announced that he was being transferred to Southwest Virginia, and we would be leaving within the week. The inevitable winds of change had struck.
Striking a match to our teenage spark, we spent 2 neon-drenched years pouring raw love and electric energy into Baker's Dozen, forging a 24-month melody of vibrant harmonies.
As this chapter closes and the amplifiers fade to silence, we are infinitely grateful for the magic we captured together and for our friendship. Thank you for listening to the music we poured our souls into and for being the final beautiful note in our journey.
We wrote these songs.
And that was Full Circle by the NB3.
This has been an NB3 retrospective.